I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be doing a summery, soft, more natural makeup look. This was a request from one of my friends, so I'm going to do my best with it. You may see this shirt in at least another video, maybe a third video as well. I'm kind of filming a few videos today. A lot of these products I got from Target today. By the time you see this, it'll probably be a few days later. Anyway. But yeah, that Target haul video kind of goes through everything. Most of the products today will be e.l.f. as I did a huge shopping spree at Target for e.l.f. I'm not sponsored by anything in this. I'd love to be, but I'm not yet. I say yet because hopefully one day, but for right now I'm not. So, this is also going to be testing out some of the products that I got today, as I am not sure entirely how some of this stuff is going to perform. So I'm going to start off with this new e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. It says, apply a little bit to clean the skin. It said a little bit, I think that's more than a little bit, but, ooh, this feels different than my other primer, which is good because my other primer is starting to expire. I am not going to be doing foundation today because I did skincare yesterday, and honestly, my skin's looking great. I really don't like doing foundation if I can help it, just because honestly it takes so long, and a lot of times I don't like the outcome. It could just be the one I'm using, that's possible, but we're doing more soft, summery vibes, and honestly, I'm pretty proud of how my skin looks today. So, just gonna massage it into my face some. I like how that feels, honestly. It feels way better than the other primer I have. Maybe it's because it's not expired. Don't use expired makeup. It's not a good look. It's not cute. It just kind of looks bad. I do have some eye bags, so I am going to be taking my concealer and just doing kind of smaller dots, because I don't like how my face looks when I use concealer to highlight underneath. I just don't think it looks good on me. Normally, I use a beauty blender, but I've been watching a lot of Robert Welsh, and honestly, the results he gets with brushes is unmatched. Maybe it's because beauty blenders just kind of like buff it onto your skin, where with brushes you kind of have to get it into your skin. This is honestly the best my concealer's ever looked. I do think it could be part because I'm using a brush versus a beauty blender, but I also think it's just a different primer. My skin just needs a different primer. And this one, I'm gonna go under my nose a little bit. Definitely, yeah, like that. It already looks better. I forgot my mirror again, so I'm just using the mirror in the Fenty highlighter I have. Okay. Next, I'm going to be using my J. Kessa and e.l.f. collab brushes, just because these brushes are so nice. I don't know if they're limited edition or if they're still a thing. I do like these brushes a lot, though. e.l.f. just has really nice brushes. Once again, I'm not sponsored by e.l.f. I just really like their stuff. Today, I will be using my e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. I got as a graduation gift, along with a couple of along with one of the lip glosses. I bought the other lip gloss. Now, I was asked to do a more natural, soft vibe, because I do a lot of glam by myself. So, I decided we'd make it more summery, because this is a summer palette. Have fun with it. I'm going to go in with canvas with this really big fluffy brush. Canvas is basically my skin, so it's going to be a nice even base color to go all over my liquid. This isn't really a review. Like, there's some stuff in here that I will be kind of reviewing a little bit just because I haven't used it before, so I got it today. But this is more focused on makeup tutorial. Now, I'm gonna go in with there's a lot of pretty colors in this. I did green, blue, and purple last night when I was testing this palette out, and it came out really nice. I could put a picture on screen, and you can also check it out on my Instagram. I got my hair, under my eye. So I'm gonna start off. This is brush number 2. It is a little bit more flat, and it's not as long as the other fluffy brush was. I'm gonna go in with Dijon in my crease with this fluffier brush to kind of start the transition. Hold your brush more lightly and just kind of do like soft circles. This gives your look some more definition. This kind of looks like sand, you know? There's some fallout, but honestly, it's pressed powders. I expect that. I don't really get angry like some people do when their palettes have fallout, because honestly, it's powder. I don't really know what you expect. Just kind of make small circles in the crease to kind of have like transition color. Now, to add a bit more depth, I'm going to also go in with Sandy Bum. Same brush, just kind of dust it off on your arm. Put too much on. And do the same kind of thing. Don't bring it all the way in. Bring it probably about to where your eye, the center of your eye is. Kind of create this nice little halo look. I just think the name Sandy Bum is kind of funny. My one grandma's name was Sandy, and I don't think she'd find it as funny. Now, what this does is kind of add dimension to your face to kind of make your eyes look a little bit more elongated, almost. That looks good. Yeah, I like that. Now, with this more flat eyeshadow brush, this is J1, we're gonna go in with Caliente. And what we're gonna do with Caliente is we're going to go kind of judge where the middle of your eye is and put that there. Save the inner corner because we're going to put a different color there. Now you kind of have like this brown and orange with like some Dijon mustard mix going. I almost put it in the wrong color. I almost put it in the next color. I know you're supposed to like tap it, but I just blow on it. I tap way too much off. Same thing here, kind of judge where like the middle of your eye is, and put Caliente here. Now you can do this with any colors. You do not need to buy this palette to make this kind of look. This is a much more natural vibe to it. So you can do this with different shades of brown. You can do this with any color, honestly. This is my second e.l.f. palette that I've gotten from them. And so far I've been really impressed with the formula. It goes on easily, it is easy to blend. I'm just going to take this small round blending brush and just kind of tap along where the brown and orange meet. Because we do want to dull the orange a little bit, as this is supposed to be a little bit more subtle. Not quite as striking, I guess you could say. I'm just going to kind of pat along. You don't need a brush for that, you can just use your finger if you want, or you can just use the same brush and just dust it off. You don't need a special blending brush for that, though I do suggest getting a blending brush, as they are very helpful. Now, we are going to go in on the inner corner, or the inner part of your eye with Fuego. It's kind of bright, fun, salmon-looking pink. Is this one of the colors I used last night? I don't remember what colors I used last night. I don't think so. Now I'm going to use the same brush and cover the inner with it. That way you kind of have like this gradient going. I like doing more gradients for my eye looks. I like having it much darker on the outside. I'm gonna use my finger for this, so kind of. Yeah, that's more like it. Sometimes I can't get the brush to do what I need it to do, so I'm gonna put more Caliente on. Orange is kind of lost. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty. Yeah, that looks good. A little bit more Fuego here on the lash line. It looks good. Now, but yeah, I usually like doing gradient looks because I like having it lighter here and darker on the outside. It looks kind of more dramatic, it gives your eyes more dimension and depth. Also, if you put lighter colors corner of your eyes, you look more awake, which I'm always tired. I can use that sometimes. Now, we're going to take this kind of like flat brush. An angle brush will work as well, but I want to use an angle brush for something else. Now, I did this yesterday, where I went in with sea salt, which is this really bright white that's shiny, and it really made me look awake. So we're going to take that brush, we're going to go in, we're going to go in the corner of my eye. I'm going to take my finger for this. There we go. That looks much better. Usually, for the inner corner of my eye, I will do highlighter. because it just kind of brightens up your face. Like, I already look more awake, and that's just in the camera. Now, my only beef with this palette are the fact that it's pressed glitters, and you really need to make sure you wash your face well to get the glitter off. But I'm going to go in with my Fenty highlighter. I like a blinding highlight, but as this is a more summer subtle glam, instead of taking the bright side, we're going to take the more less glittery side, I guess. I enjoy highlighting my brow bone. I think it really pulls the look together. I know people don't really do this anymore. Also, make sure when you use the angle brush, if you use an angle brush for this, that it's kind of blended together. That way you don't have like individual lines. I personally like how brow bone highlight looks on me, so I like doing the brow bone highlight. That is it for the palette. Thank you. Oh wow, that really blinded you guys. Thank you. Now, I am pretty much done with the eyes. I just have mascara left. I usually do mascara one of the last things though. But first, I'm going to take my big powder brush, go into my powder, and just kind of set my face a little bit because I did use primer. And it is very hot today, so there is a bit of a glow there. I don't really sweat very much. I do kind of glow more than I sweat, but it feels like sweat. It just doesn't look that much like sweat. So this is a much more subtle look than I typically like doing. But not everybody likes going out in public looking like they're almost in full drag. So that is completely understandable, and I don't even like wearing it that much either. Now my eyebrows are a mess. I just got this though, so we can fix that. They look so much better down. I got thick eyebrows. Do a little bit of nose highlight. No highlight looks good on my nose. Let's see. Now we're going to go on to mascara. Now I have not used this mascara before, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to look. I know what I want it to look like. What it will look like is different though. Oh wow. Very liquidy formula. Where is my... I'm getting mascara all up here. If you cannot tell, I have never used mascara like this before. My mascaras have always been much drier. Oh, okay. Let me declump this real quick. My best friend swears by this, so I'm gonna take her word for it. She did suggest having something to declump mascara with. That's so liquidy feeling. Hold on. So this mascara is actually a lot heavier than I'm used to, just because the other two mascaras I've had were really dry compared to this. It's also been a while since I've had a new mascara, so I did not know what to expect. I'm not going to be doing eyeliner. I know for a fact that it will ruin this. Now, I'm not sure which lip gloss to use. This is much more glittery, but I haven't used this one I think for this look, I'm gonna see just how. I think I'm gonna do the glittery one. I'm gonna do the glittery one. Why not? This one's called Dream On is the collection. I don't know how I keep going there. But that looks pretty. I like that. Yeah, I was not ready for a liquidy mascara. Because my other mascaras have not been liquidy. So I really did not know what I was getting into. But she did say I have one of these on hand. This is an old mascara brush that I cleaned up to use. Now I'm going to go in with this Femme Couture makeup setting spray. I'm not entirely sure if this actually works. I don't do enough that requires my makeup to stay, so. It feels nice. And just because it's here, I'm also going to go in with my hydrating coconut mist as well. I'm not supposed to do multiple spritzes of this, but I usually do. This one smells much nicer. It smells like coconuts. And it kind of gives a more dewy appearance. I like them more subtle. I should do subtle more often. So this is the final look. I quite like it, actually. I can tell you to wash my hair. I think it came out really good. I really love all the e.l.f. stuff that I tried today. I think that primer that I used was like definitely worth it. Good thing this is the extra large one. The other one's like this big. That's the original size. I got the 2x size. I'm glad I did. This is a really good primer so far. Ashley, when you see this, I hope it was more helpful with the eyeshadow. I'm probably going to cut out most things that aren't eyeshadow related, just because it doesn't really matter much. But basically, what I plan on cutting out that isn't eyeshadow for blush, go more up and back for it to look more airbrushed. I used a softer side of my Fenty highlighter, so it's not as glitz and glam. The mascara, it was super liquidy compared to how I usually had it. But I think it looks really good. But if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and you can share to people as well. I try to upload weekly. Last week I wasn't able to get one up because the audio quality of the video was just kaput, so I need to refilm that one. But I'm also part of a group channel called Demonic Discussions. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, I will see you guys on the other side.